All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Valentine's Day morning. We try again next year. Did they give you a present? Did they buy for you a present today? Or maybe you and I were in the same WhatsApp group. Oh, it was supposed to be me buying for them. Bakugulirani Valentine's mwe. Bakugulirani mwe Valentine's. Oh, teziche wow. We became my ambulance lero ka. Mwenze ma ambulance lero. Teziche wow. 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 Teziche ma manzatu. The one so I don't have a girlfriend, so I think it's the same WhatsApp. Yeah. Mwandi, the Lord is our shepherd for real. Okay. So most of us didn't receive anything today, huh? Most of us, who has received something at least to encourage us, so we can believe in love? Who has received something to encourage us? No one has received anything. People are not honest on this live class. They've received, but they're not saying. If you know that you've received something, just tell us. Oh, sir, they bought some flowers for me. Some of you have received chocolate, maybe pay up a petty live, you're even eating it. But if you haven't received anything, we try again next year. It's not the end of the world. The sun will rise again. You shall be okay. You shall be okay. You received the Holy You received the Holy Spirit. At the end of the day, we can just say God loves us, so it doesn't matter what others say, as long as we are loved by the Almighty. So if you haven't received anything, don't worry. The day is still young. Maybe they want to surprise you. They want Paja, when you think the day is ending, just find to surprise Mulim. So still, you should be hopeful. Be hopeful. I'm just setting up and then we can start. Otherwise, good evening, my excellent students. Hope we are doing fine. And I hope we had a wonderful day. I hope we enjoyed ourselves today during Valentine's. I hope you received the presents. If not, don't put your partner under pressure. Partner one mfuna mfaka pressure sure. Okay, let me do this. Partner one mfuna mfaka under pressure. So I hope we can see. Ioneka question. Oh, not easy. I hope you can see my excellent students. Before I start, please confirm if I'm audible enough. Someone to confirm if I'm audible enough. Am I audible enough? Can you hear me? And can you see clearly? Can't see. Yes, you're audible. Yes, but try to zoom. Okay, just get my marker. Let me start. Okay. Okay. So I'm sure we can see now, yeah? If I put this down, I'm sure we're able to see. Vioneka video hapa. Violet, can you now see? Vioneka. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So this week we've been looking at an important topic, which is genetics, to be specific, cross diagrams. We're not yet done with the entire topic. It's a long topic. Genetics is one of the long topics in biology. We've only done cross diagrams, genetic diagrams, but we haven't done cell division. We haven't done that part of the topic. So we're still looking at it. We'll look at it. But for this week, I was focusing on cross diagrams, and this comes every year, whether you like it or not. Even the exam you're going to write this year, expect a question under genetics, and you'll be asked to draw a genetic diagram. That is why I felt like going live, because nazoona ma genetic diagrams ya many months of drawing. Yeah, my genetic diagrams. Some of you don't even deserve a Valentine's gift. My genetic diagram is that. No. So we have to fix that in this live class. So I hope everything is clear. I hope you can see nicely. Okay. I hope you've got a pen. I hope you've got a book. Or some of you just hearing things, you're not doing anything. So I hope you are ready for this class. And at the end of this class, I wanted us to discuss about something which is very important concerning live classes. I feel we need to talk about something very important. Yeah. So I can start now. Yeah. Kutwa Tampa. Can I begin? And as you're watching, like this video. If you know my likes, up, like the video as you're watching. Otherwise, can I start? I can start. You're ready? Are you ready? Don't be sad. I know someone so akaripa, but we are because they didn't do anything for them. Don't worry. Don't be sad. These things happen. You'll be happy, you'll be smiling. Don't worry. Let's just learn. Okay, forget about it. Let's just learn. I can start now. Okay. So genetics. What is genetics? Someone to define it. Let's be quick. What is genetics? Excellent students. What is genetics? I want fast responses. What is genetics? Who can define it? Genetics. Genetics in Chiani. What is genetics? Someone to comment. What is genetics? What is genetics? Define genetics for me. What is genetics? What is genetics? Come on, guys. What is genetics? No one knows. No one knows the definition for genetics. Okay, Matilda. Genetics is the study of inheritance. Amarachukui. Okay, your name usually it's hard for me to pronounce. Bear with me. It is the study of inheritance. Okay. Genetics is the study of inheritance. Let me stick to these two definitions. I'm sure most of you will say the same thing. Genetics is simply the study of inheritance. Now, the question is, what are you inheriting in this case? First of all, to inherit simply means something that didn't belong to you now becomes yours. You're now the owner of it. You've inherited it. It didn't belong to you, but now you've inherited it. It's now yours. So genetics is the study of inheritance. But in this case, what are we inheriting? The inheritance here is genes, features, characteristics, how someone is looking on the outside. How you are looking right now. You've inherited those features. That nose, the one that you have, your nose, the feature that you love about your face, that favorite feature that you like touching. You've inherited it. Your eyes. If you're a woman, you even go do your makeup, my eyelashes, all those things. Those features that you have, you inherited them. Yes, you inherited them. Your features, your physical features, those traits, those characteristics, those features were inherited. So genetics is a topic that explains how those features were inherited. How did you acquire them? How did you inherit them? That's what genetics is all about. We're trying to simply understand how offsprings inherit features or characteristics from their parents. Simple. Ndiveti mapunzira pali genetics. Just trying to understand how an organism has inherited features from its parents. So genetics is the study of inheritance. Others say genetics is the study of heredity. Okay, how you've inherited features. Now, if I talk about features or characteristics or traits, it's just the same thing. Okay, otherwise, genetics is the study of inheritance. Okay, now let me just put this away for a minute. We'll be back to it. We are saying genetics is the study of inheritance, right? Now, for an organism to be formed, for example, a human being like you and I, for you and I to be formed, two individuals are involved, a man and a woman. So let's say this is a man, right? And this man married this woman. I said what? Married. Not outside the shed. Oh, no. Married. These two got married. They got married. Okay? And then, after they got married, they had children. Are we clear? Children. Okay? Let's say we have this child here. We're going to call him Molenga. And then this other child here, we're going to call him John. These two got married and they had children. 2 children. These children, let's say the dad has got this nose. Then the mother has got this nose. And then when you look at the children have got this nose. What are you going to say about these children? You're going to say these children, they've got a nose like that for the father. In other words, you say, why? Because their nose looks like that of their father. So they've inherited that feature from the father. Not from the mother, but from the father. Are we clear? This is genetics, study of inheritance. We're trying to understand how these two children have inherited the feature of the nose from the father. That's what we are looking at. Now, what you need to understand is this. For these two to produce or to reproduce, gametes are involved. For a man releases what we call a sperm cell. This is a sperm cell. And a woman releases another gamete known as an ovum. This is an ovum. These are two cells, a sperm cell and an ovum. Sperm cell, ovum. Now, these two cells, they both contain a nucleus. A sperm cell is in a nucleus. Now, a ovum is in a nucleus. Both cells contain a nucleus. Now, when you look at the function of the nucleus, the function of the nucleus is this. Number one, it controls all cell activities, meaning all the activities taking place in a cell, they are controlled by a nucleus. That's number one. That's the first definition. The other definition is they contain genetic materials. Nucleus contains genetic materials. So when you look at this sperm cell, inside this nucleus we're going to find genetic materials that belong to this man. When you look at an ovum, inside this nucleus we are going to find genetic materials that belong to this woman. Okay, so these genetic materials, they will fuse, they will add up, they will become one during the process of fertilization. During the process of fertilization, a sperm cell and an ovum will fuse to form what we call a zygote. Zygote. Now, this zygote, it is made up of two cells, sperm cell and an ovum. When they fuse, when they add up, they form up this cell known as a zygote. So this zygote consists of the genetic information from the sperm cell and an ovum. Before I continue, are we clear? Are we clear before I continue? Are we understanding what I'm putting down? Are you following? This sperm cell and this ovum, when they fuse, when they fertilize, they'll form a zygote. Very important. You need to really understand what we're doing here. Because if we exam, now, this zygote, when you look at the nucleus, it contains the genetic information from both the sperm cell and the ovum. And this zygote is what will later on become a child, a baby, when it now develops. In the Pajaman, you start seeing, this child looks like this one. This child looks like this one, because the inheritance of the features occurred during the process of fertilization. As the sperm cell and an ovum were fertilizing, that's where the new cell was now inheriting the features from both parents. Because the nucleus from the sperm cell from the father and the nucleus of an ovum from the mother fused, they became one to form a zygote. Now, this zygote has got a nucleus. Nucleus. Let's zoom in. Let's bring the nucleus here. Nucleus, direct up. Nucleus. This is the nucleus. We've zoomed in. Nucleus. We're saying that one, it controls all genetic, it contains genetic materials. That's number one. Number two, it controls all cell activities. This nucleus, that's what it does. It contains genetic information or genetic materials. Two, it controls all cell activities. Now, when we're talking about the genetic information or the genetic materials, what am I referring to? I'm referring to what we call chromosomes. Someone say chromosomes in the comment section. Chromosomes. Chromosomes. That's the genetic material we are talking about. Genetic information, genetic material. Genetic information, genetic material. We are talking about chromosomes. They are genetic materials. Those are the genetic materials we are talking about. Okay. Now, I want you to understand this very well. This nucleus from the father, remember this is a sperm cell coming from the father. This nucleus from the father has got chromosomes inside. A chromosome will look like this in this situation. In chromosome yawa 30. You've seen this, This is a chromosome from the nucleus of a sperm cell, which is coming from the father. See, come back to Chinese, no? Let's follow each other. I'm getting somewhere with this. This sperm cell has got the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, we're going to find genetic materials also. Genetic material. This is a chromosome, chromosome. Again, nucleus from the mother, it also contains genetic materials. Genetic material. This is just me zooming in. Chromosome. This chromosome, it is inside the nucleus. Now a chromosome, it is inside the nucleus. This chromosome, it is inside the nucleus of a sperm cell, which is coming from the father. This one. This other nucleus, it is a genetic material found inside the nucleus of an ovum coming from the mother. Now, when these two join together during the process of fertilization, they'll form this zygote, isn't it? So, meaning when these two are adding up, when they are fertilizing, when they are adding up, That simply means this chromosome and this chromosome, they will join together inside the nucleus of this zygote to form something that looks like this. Let me say that again. This chromosome from the sperm cell and this chromosome from an ovum, during the process of fertilization, they will join together. And in the zygote, it will look like this. Now, this chromosome which is coming from the father, right? This chromosome, it contains what we call genes. Someone write genes in the comment section. This chromosome from the father, it contains genes. Likewise, this chromosome from the mother also contains genes. So, this is a gene. Kalain kenalemba. Another gene there. Another gene there. Genes. It has got what? Genes. A chromosome contains genes. Na kaka chromosome apa? Genes. Chromosomes, they contain genes. Excellent students. They contain genes. In gene. These are genes which are found on a chromosome. They are found where? On a chromosome. Now, what do genes do? What do they do? What's their purpose? What do genes do? Simple things. Here's what genes do, my excellent students. Genes control features. Genes control features or characteristics. That's what genes do. Right now, your skin tone, that skin tone that you have, your skin tone, there is a gene controlling it. Size of your eyes, if you've got big eyes, there's a gene controlling that size. The way your lips are shaped, there is a gene. Genes are simply portions on a chromosome that are responsible for controlling particular features. Genes. I remember at some point, my cousin, a female, when we were just like, she was telling us about this person that she was dating. And then her elder sister was with us. So we were like the three of us, me, her, and her elder sister. They are both my cousins. So the elder sister said, oh, show us the man that you are dating, eh? Show us. And then when she showed us the picture, the elder sister was like, are these the genes that you want to bring in the family? Are these the genes that you want to bring in the family? Do you know why she said that? Because genes are the ones that control what we see. And the genes are the ones that are being passed on to offsprings. So when we're saying that genetics is the study of inheritance, we're simply looking at how these genes are being passed on from generation to generation. That nose that you have, it has come a long way. It has come a long way. It didn't only belong to you. Okay? Is that correct English? It doesn't only belong to you. It has come a long way. But you've inherited it. Okay? So these genes are what we inherit. And these genes are the ones that control features, what we see on the outside. Oh, this person is tall. This person is light-skinned. This person is dark. This person is short. This person is... those are genes. They're the ones that are responsible for controlling that. So this chromosome from the father has got genes for the father. This other chromosome from the mother has got genes for the mother. So when they come together now, during the process of fertilization, bam, they form a zygote. This zygote will inherit two chromosomes. One from the mother, another one from the father. One from the mother, another one from the father. So E yachokera huku. E ndiye hii hapa. One from the mother, another one from the father. They are now together. And since they are now together, they are now called sister chromatides. Sister chromatides. Someone type sister chromatides in the comment section. Sister chromatides. Sister chromatides. Comment sister chromatides in the comment section. Sister chromatides. When these two are now together, bam, they form what we call sister chromatides. Sister chromatides. Are we together? Are we following? Tiromfika. Sister chromatides. Now, this sister chromatide from the father, there are genes for who? The father. And we say the gene is what? A gene is a portion on a chromosome responsible for controlling a characteristic. So these genes belong to who? The father. Even on this part, we've got these genes that belong to who? The mother. And these two chromosomes, they'll meet up, we call this part centromere. Okay? Centromere. So this gene has got chromosomes from the father. This gene has got chromosomes from the mother. I mean, this chromosome has got genes from the father. This chromosome has got genes from the mother. Yeah, that's a correction. This chromosome has got genes from the father. This other chromosome has got genes from the mother. They are now together. Now I'm going to give examples. Let's focus on one feature. Let's focus on one characteristic. Let's say, okay, let's stick with nose. Let's stick with nose. In this situation, what we are seeing here, you can see that this father's nose is what these two children have inherited. Now, if you look at them, if you look at these children, you're going to say, these guys, they've got a nose like that of their father, meaning they've inherited the nose from the father. Are we following? So we're going to stick to nose. And if you check, this nose is big. So we're going to say big nose. Big nose. Big nose. Big nose. Now me, why? Big head. So these children, they've got a big nose. Do you know anyone who has a big nose? Anyone that you know who has a big nose? It is not their fault. Don't laugh at them. Why are you laughing at them? Okay, why? Why are you laughing at them? That is why they didn't even buy you something today. Because maybe you laughed at someone in school. You used to laugh at people. And now life is laughing at you. It didn't buy for you Valentine's Day, no. Big nose. So we've got a big nose. Actually, me, I have a big nose. Yeah, you haven't said anything, no. You have just said big nose. Big nose. So these children, they've got a big nose, like that of their father. Not that of their mother, but that of their father. If you look at these two children, you're going to say, these children, they've got a nose like that of their father. So how? How? Let's find out how that is possible. Check. These two children, okay, let's focus on one child. You've seen this child. At some point, this child was a zygote. Just like you and I. At some point, we were just that single, simple zygote in our mother's womb. One cell in our mother's womb. Before you were heartbroken, before you knew your maps, before you knew whatever you know, you were this single zygote. Before you were denied a present on Valentine's, you were this single zygote living in your mother's womb. Simple, just there, chilling, waiting for the harsh world, where you're not given presents on Valentine's. You are just there, simple. Up. Come on, simple like this. Right? And then you were born. Now we can see the features. But where did those features come from? Vinambira up during fertilization. So let's look for a gene. Let's say this one gene. Let's say one gene. E gene chemos big nose. We're going to use capital letter B. You've seen this gene. E ak kalainak kalain ak kaliap ak. Maybe I bring it close. You've seen this kaline. This line, it's a gene, okay? It is a gene for this big nose that you don't have, or okay, that you have, Don't, please, sorry, Mandini sometimes, yes. This is a ndebevizangena. When you remember, chimpuno chikuru. So this gene is yours. Gene, you've seen it? It's coming from who? The father, for the big nose that he has. So we have used B to represent this gene. Are you following? B in Alemba, it is representing this gene, this B that I've written here. It is simply representing this gene, which is controlling a feature in the father for big nose. Hi, Madam Big Nose. So, Madam Big Nose, here's the thing. So, this B is what we call an allele. An allele. An allele. Someone type allele in the comment section. Correct spelling. You should even write it correctly. Spelling mulembe mushe mushe. Sometimes you find that your partner is watching. So you never malemba. Sasa should receive present for Valentine's. Sometimes simple things like that. That's what costs you. Wrong spelling, child. You misspelled a word. But now on our partner, it's so. My flowers. So. My flowers. So. No flowers. They saw you commented wrongly. So this B, it is what we call an allele. Allele. I'm sure you've heard of this word. Allele. Now, Mwana Tihelo. Allele, we're saying allele. These alleles, what do they do? Alleles are simply letters, my students. Nizoona assignment. Nizoona chevin very crazy. I was like, I need to go live and correct this on Valentine's Day. Alleles are letters like this B here. They are letters. Alleles are simply letters. Kwasila. Alleles are simply letters. Now, what do these letters do? They are letters that represent what a gene is controlling. Like how this B is representing this gene controlling big nose. Zavuta big nose. Mumuza big nose. I'm telling you the truth. You remember this class during that exam. You remember, big nose. Big nose. So this B, it is representing this gene here. And this gene is controlling big nose from the father. My on a chromosome, it's coming from the father. And on his chromosome, there is a gene controlling big nose. Likewise, some of us are allergic to flowers. Na plastic yaliko. Not even na plastic sana kuliterenkoni. Anyway. On this other chromosome from the mother, right? On this other chromosome from the mother, there is a gene, there's another gene, let's say controlling size nose ya mai. But in this case, the mother has got a small nose, Small nose. In fact, I might not process this. Let me give her here, weave. Weave, Yeah, 5 pin weave. So the mother has got this small nose, and there's a gene. This line, this gene, it is controlling that feature for the mother, the small nose. So we're going to say, okay, for the small nose from the mother, we shall use small letter B. So you've seen, we've got two letters. We've got one letter. One is the capital letter, the other one is a small letter. Capital letter B from the father, representing a gene from the father. Small letter B from the mother, representing the gene. So the small letter B, it is representing this gene controlling the size of the nose from the mother. So I'm sure Maya Muna seems the chain fish, there was something that she liked. Maybe it was the molar. Because big nose. I've stopped. I just ignore the nose. Everything is okay. I'm sure she was ignoring the nose, this mother. She just ignored the nose. Anyway, so this father, Mwayo Mpuno, this mother, Mwayo Mpuno, we're using capital letter B to represent a gene for the father's nose, small letter b to represent a gene for the mother's nose. I hope we're clear. So when we put these two together during the process of fertilization, aka na aka chromosome, tikatufaka pamoja, we are making this. So meaning there's this gene for B from the father, there's this gene B from the mother. Mwaona ka? E gene EB ni allele. Na EB ni allele. These alleles, they are representing these two genes. This gene from the father, this gene from the mother. Now, here's what you need to know about genes, my excellent students. When it comes to genes, listen to this. Genes can either be strong or weak. A gene can be strong or it can be weak. Kaiche weak ka gene, weak. So if a gene is strong, such genes are represented by capital letters. Strong genes are represented by capital letters. Like the way this B is representing this strong gene for B. So strong genes are represented by capital letters. And remember we said alleles are letters. So meaning these alleles which are capital letters, they are known as dominant alleles. Someone type dominant alleles in the comment section. Type dominant alleles. Do you know the beauty of typing? You won't easily forget. You remember, oh, I remember at some point I commented dominant allele when I was watching the live class. So this one with a big nose, that gene for big nose, it is strong. It's a strong gene. That is why it is being represented by a dominant allele, which is a capital letter. And then on the other hand, weak genes are represented by small letters, small letters. Small letters, they represent weak genes. If a gene is weak, it is going to be represented by a small letter. And this small letter, my excellent student, it is known as a recessive allele. Comment recessive allele in the comment section. Pamela, recessive allele. Recessive. You know, some of these things, as you are studying, just sit down and just be like, recessive allele. Now my ancestral spirits, younger sevens, you've been repeating recessive allele. Ungaibale, can you forget? You can't forget when you're studying like that. Recessive allele. Spelling, please. Okay, that spelling it's RESESSIVE. Then I'm maybe your keyboard is saving you up typing. I'm moving. But let me not talk much. Please, let's pay attention to the spellings. Now, Papa, I beg you, spellings. So, small letters, recessive alleles. Capital letters, dominant alleles. So, in this case, in the case of Mr. Piri and Mrs. Piri, right? Mr. Piri has got a big nose and Mrs. Piri has got a small nose. Looking at the children, they both have big nose. So meaning Mr. Piri's gene for big nose is stronger than Mrs. Piri's gene for small nose. So since Mr. Piri's gene for big nose is strong, it is represented by a dominant allele, which is a capital letter B. And since Mrs. Piri's nose it's weak, the gene for Mrs. Piri's nose is weak, it is represented by a small letter B, okay, which is a recessive allele. So when you look at the children, they will have big nose, because big nose is dominant than small nose. Mwaona maletters yabiri enalemba E na E. These are alleles, and we are going to combine these alleles. When we combine them, we're going to have this. What I've written up, this is what we call genotype. I are learning today. You've seen, you've forgotten about that heartbreaking. You've forgotten that they didn't buy for you anything, because you are now understanding these things. See the beauty of life, eh? So the present is your understanding. You've understood. This B from the father and this B from the mother, we combine them together, we're going to form what we call genotype. Someone type genotype in the comment section. Genotype. I'm sure those that are just joining this class, what drawing a chepa live class. Oh, you're talking about Patali story. Talking about Patali story. Make sure that next time you're on time as you're joining this live class. So this is what we call genotype. So when you look at a genotype, the definition is this: genetic makeup of an organism. If you want, you can say genotype is a combination of two alleles, one from the father and another one from the mother. That is genotype. 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 It's made up of what? Two alleles. Two. One from the father, another one from the mother. Genotype. So when you look at this genotype, B, B, right? We know that capital letter B, it is for big nose. Small letter B, small nose. Big nose is dominant, small nose is recessive. Since that's the case, meaning the children are going to be what? They will have big nose. So meaning the father's gene is strong than the mother's gene. Therefore, the children will have a big nose. Now, these children that have got this big nose, does that mean they don't have a gene from the mother? It's there, just that it is weak. It's there, just that it is what? Weak. It is weak, but it's there. And there's a possibility that this child, when this child marries, they can have a child who has the mother's nose. Because the gene for the mother, it is still there, just that it is weak in them. It is the father's gene which is strong. That of the mother, it is weak, but they can pass it over to another offspring. Genotype. So genotype, combination of two alleles. Maybe this is a genotype. It's a combination of two alleles. I've combined this allele and this allele. I have formed a genotype. And this genotype is made up of what? Two alleles. One from the father, another one from the mother. Now, this genotype is what leads to what we call phenotype. Someone type phenotype in the comment section. Phenotype. Phenotype, that's how you look on the outside. That's your phenotype. So this genotype for the children, it's this one, B, B. And we know that capital letter B is for big nose and it's dominant. Small letter B is for small nose and it is recessive. So this is genotype. And the phenotype now, it is what we're seeing. This is the phenotype. How this child is now looking on the outside. That's the phenotype. Phenotype, it is the outward appearance of an organism. The outward appearance. How an organism is looking on the outside. Like the way these children are looking. Big nose. That's the phenotype. And this phenotype, it is as a result of the what? Genotype. Are you enjoying the class? If you are, why aren't you not liking? You are not even liking. No wonder sana kugulireni. You're not even liking the video, you're just watching here. Oh. So, phenotype, how an organism looks on the outside, it is as a result of genotype. So today, tell someone special in your life, tell them that I like your phenotype. I like your phenotype. Tell anyone who is special in your life. It can be your parents, it can be your husband, it can be anyone. Just tell them, I like your phenotype. Make them feel special. I like your phenotype. Now, I want to see if you've understood this class. How am I going to see? We're going to focus on this question, the first question. The first question is saying, this is the test I gave my offline students. So it's saying, given that the allele for tallness is T, and shortness is T, just that it's a small letter, determine the phenotype of the following. So what is the phenotype for this one? What is the phenotype for this one? Tell them, I like your phenotype. Then wakafunza, what do you mean? Museke chat. So naenda ku school hiyo. Was naenda ku school hiyo. Suza phenotype. You won't tell them. Forgive them. Forgive them. Sometimes, the economy is hard. Flowers are expensive, huh? The flowers are expensive. What is the phenotype for this offspring? What is the phenotype? Caroline Tallness. Meaning you've understood. And this is, you're making me happy right now. Tallness, right? How did you know? Because if it's a capital letter, meaning it is strong. If it's a capital letter, meaning it's what? Strong. The gene is what? Strong. Meaning this one, it is what? Tallness, because tallness is dominant, obviously, because it's a capital letter. They're saying that the allele for tallness is T. So TE, tallness, it's dominant. And shortness, small letter, meaning it's weak, recessive. Determine the phenotype, meaning uyunichan, tallness. Mwaimona, I'm glad you're enjoying. You should even buy me flowers also. And then B, let's go for B. Nanga B, what of B? What is the phenotype? Remember, phenotype, it's how an organism is looking on the outside, outward appearance. So what is B? Shortness. Okay? I'm happy. You just don't know how it feels. Shortness. Wow. This is beautiful. Shortness. Excellent. Nanga, you see? What of C? What of C? What of C? Tallness. Tallness. Nice. So, even the last one. batones. You should also buy for us flowers. Ningakugulireni. Mawana, these are the test papers that I'm dealing with. So now everyone batones, shortness, tonus. You see, these are GCE results. 44% to your maths. So offline kulima character nako kuweza dandawa na maflower. Umafana maflower imwe bantu. Okay, if you were to receive flowers, where are you going to take them? Okay, let's just think about it. Flowers, like, where are you going to take them? You will have them, they will just be hanging around somewhere. They'll just be hanging around. Valentines. I mean, you can't even go with them anywhere. They'll just be home. Keep them in the house. Why not maybe just buying you a shoe or something? At least you can wear it. We plant them. All right, my students. So for me, I want to start going live more frequently. Now the challenge is time, because in the morning there is a live class, I'm sure, with Mr. Leon for math. And then evening again there's another schedule. So if it comes to what's this, to Monday and Tuesday, they are tricky for me because that's the time I knock off. I teach students in the evening. My class for math in the evening is at 19, so it's kind of tricky, but I really want to start going live more frequently. So maybe we can utilize Saturday and Sunday. So like the way I've gone live today, right? I can go live tomorrow again. But for this week, for today and tomorrow, Saturday it can be in the evening, but Sunday it can be, okay, even Sunday it can be the same time, but after the live class test. Because Sunday I want to be giving you tests. So like what days? I'll have to sit down and ask him what days he doesn't go live. Question 2 look this tomorrow. So don't miss. We'll look at this question tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow's live class. I made up this question. I gave it to my students. So Sunday, I want us to agree on one thing here. Because that policy, the group program, I just didn't wake up and then made it. Previous students before you were helping me make a program. So even you right now, you're helping me make a program. Okay? So if you have a suggestion, you have to bring it up so that we work together. At the end of the day, this group is yours and you have to say what will work for you. Get it, eh? Okay, so there's a suggestion, sir. I have a suggestion. Why can't you appoint a monitor to be helping you with updating newly joining students? Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And I actually talked to someone, because if you've noticed feedback, you find that it's taking, like, I take time for feedback. It takes time for feedback to be given, because even my assistant works offline. He teaches science, so it can be quite hectic for him as well. So I'm looking for another assistant. So if I have 2 assistants, at least that will be easy. Because check, these are the papers that I have to deal with right now. After this live class, I'm dealing with these papers. I have to enter the results for these. This is math and biology. So you find that you've got a lot, but we still have to offer excellence. Understand what I'm saying, right? So an assistant, I should have another assistant this week who can be helping me. So they're saying Wednesday he doesn't go online in the morning. Okay. So meaning Wednesday can be used for biology, right? So Wednesday, okay? Meaning Wednesday I can be going live in the morning. that is 05. And then Saturday, I can be going live like the way I'm live today. And then Sunday will be quite hectic for all of us. I go live because after the live class, then you're going to write a test. In a test, I want them to be weekly. So Wednesday, live. Oh, so Sunday he goes live around 21 hours ish. Okay, so Sunday we can also do it in the morning. We can also do Sunday in the morning. So Wednesday and Sunday in the morning. Is that what we're all saying? So Wednesday, Sunday in the morning, starting tomorrow. And then Saturday, 20 hours. So Wednesday, Sunday, 05. Saturday, 20 hours. Cool, right? Perfect. So meaning we'll be having live classes in a week, which is better. I wasn't really comfortable with the one in a week. Even Friday doesn't go live in the morning. Nish we can have motion. So Sunday when I go to church. Okay. Friday he doesn't go live. Friday he doesn't go live. So if Friday he doesn't go live, because I can understand those that go for church, Sunday it can be tricky. So if Friday he doesn't go live, then Wednesday morning, Friday morning, Saturday 20 hours. Or he goes live on Monday, Tuesday. Then Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, I'll be live. So Sunday, no morning class. So Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, I'll be going live. Sounds cool, right? Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Wednesday morning 05, Friday morning 05, Saturday evening 20 hours. And the Saturday one will be longer. Sunday test only. Sunday test only kuma 20 hours. Yeah, better. Now, I shared those videos. Most of you started classes now. And by the way, this month I'm also going to teach essay writing because mfungu mbolemba ma essay. Not vizungu pwanika mu exam room. You have to know how to write an essay. Section B is vital, my students. Section B, biology, is very important. You need to know how to write an essay. So we'll have to work on that. Okay, and then those that have joined, there's a special announcement that I'm going to make in the group. Like, if you know that you've started classes now, if you are not with me from October, yeah, you're behind. And I did send some videos, but one thing that I've noticed is that most of us, we don't even know where to start from with those same videos that I sent. Yes, I sent the videos, but most of us, we don't know where to start from. So ensure that you watch out for that announcement in the group. Okay. Artisan Valentine's Day sana kama Hallelujah challenge. But Hallelujah challenge napo pama sticker, at least that one is for everyone. Yeah. Zaona lelo au join. Nani nima join Hallelujah challenge. Zaona lelo muntu mmoja za komenta. Sa, oh Lord, next year give me a partner who is going to be buying for me flowers. Oh your Lord. Flowers. So we've all agreed, pan. Wednesday morning, Friday morning, Saturday evening, we're together on that one. Okay? So okay, wonderful. All right, my excellent students, I think I'll end here for today. Let's ensure that we work hard. We are remaining with some months, so we have to ensure that we work hard. I will comment, I rebuke big nose. What if big nose is the one who is going to be buying for you flowers? Eh? It is people with big nose, with a big nose, who can be doing things for you. Big nose, very very unique people. They will buy for you, take you out. Hapa so sememweze kuchana ati kuchana kuja na kuiba somewhere in Livingstone, but because you went for that handsome one, mona mtambana chabe, just looking at the handsomeness. All right, my excellent students, see you. So tomorrow there's a test, then we've all agreed on the live class, so I'm going to update the program and then we'll all move in accordance with it. For tonight, have a good night. Don't forget to pray. All right, bye-bye.